The GBT project is co-funded by the European Union's Erasmus Plus program. Our organization, Universal Learning Systems, is the Irish partner in the project. The role of Universal Learning Systems, or ULS, is specific within the project insofar as our expertise lies in training design, in learning, and in evaluation. This is the kind of work we play in many projects over many years. And in looking at the GBT project, I'd just like to give an overview of our specific role and of our contribution to the project. We do not have students per se. We are not a teaching organization. Therefore, we are not in a position to be able to evaluate this in terms of our contribution as teachers or pedagogues. However, we do work in the area of program evaluation and dissemination, and also in the area of looking at added value, a critical component of most European programs. In the past, we have not worked exclusively in the area of games-based training. We have familiarity and we have used it in particular ways. But in this project, we've been able to work with all our other partners to be able to forge a real team approach towards how we structure and how we develop the added value of this program. The impact, therefore, of the tools on the other partners is of primary interest to us. Throughout the project, we have been working on evaluation to make sure that what partners do is what they said they would do, and to a standard that we can all accept that drives quality to be as high as possible. In evaluating, it means we need to listen to partners' experiences, to look at the challenges, to look at the opportunities, and to look at the added value that comes for each one of the partners by participating in this project. ULS also has the experience to relate the outcomes that we've designed in the project to what is best practice and what is expected at European level, specifically within the Erasmus Plus program. One of the key aspects of Erasmus Plus is the idea of transnationality, that we do not learn in a vacuum or in a bubble, that what we learn in our particular country or place has relevance to everyone else. In this particular project, we're looking at people with basic skills, people with second chance education, people who've been denied earlier in life the opportunities that others have, but maybe come to education later. And the dynamic between the use of games and between the needs of this target group is a critical component in terms of how we assess and how we evaluate how we've achieved our objectives. We are balancing a number of countries, a number of different national traditions. We have also been working through a complex communication system where we need to set targets at our group meetings and then to follow up afterwards individually. In the case of this particular project and its achievements, while we've been tracking this, we also had the imposition of an extremely grave external factor in 2020 with the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic. This has had an immediate impact on us in terms of the suspension of all face-to-face meetings and the need to redesign ourselves to look at virtual meetings, and also in terms of digital interaction. Most of us are expert in this anyway, but it's meant a particular dynamic without changing the overall thrust of the project. From what we have seen so far, the potential of games and games-based training to reach people's needs is significant. The partners have worked hard in sometimes very difficult circumstances to pull this together into a coherent narrative of needs, of training, and of assessment that will make a sustainable and long-term difference to the welfare of many people throughout Europe and not just in the participating countries. The great advantage of Erasmus Plus and programs like it is it enabled us to think in a wider context, to be able to look at much greater needs and how we can use technology and innovative learning to address those needs. There are very few positive things to say about the COVID-19 pandemic. But what we can say at this point, it has given us an opportunity to redesign and to rethink and to look ahead. The world will not go back to the way it was in January 2020, and we would hope that this project, therefore, will play a significant role in enabling those working with basic skills on that level to make a difference through an innovative application of a European program. That is the role we will play in both evaluating the project and in assisting the dissemination of its findings to those others who will take up the challenge once this project ends, so we can continue the good work that we have started. Thank you.